What's up, me Randigas? We're back with another Persona 5, 6, 4, 3, whatever video. So, I saw this article. I sometimes dabble into articles and stuff like that. I saw another one, but this is for another video, so we're gonna close it here. But this Persona 5 Royal strategy is virtually unbeatable, but that's not a good thing. Now, I've read this article a bit, or like, I understood what it meant. And obviously from the thumbnail, I was like, oh damn, this is something that I might talk about. So, this video will be titled somewhat like, should there be overpowered DLCs? Because I feel like this kind of correlates to that. So, let's start by Caitlin Mitchell Jewett. Hopefully I'm reading this correctly. The player character of a Persona game typically wields the Wild Card, a powerful ability that lets them summon nearly any Persona. This includes Personas belonging to characters from other games. Dude, I get it, Windows, shut up. Belonging to characters from other games in the series. Usually added as paid DLC. That is true. P5 did it. P5 started it, but obviously when P5 started, DLCs were a big thing, and then P3 followed Pursuit. Yeah, Reload followed Pursuit. Persona 5 Royals DLC includes one Persona that is infamously overpowered. That is true, and a lot of people thought that in Reload we'll see that with Saturnile, but we didn't. So that is true. That is true. And can potentially trivialize the game's trickiest boss fight. Dude, it can trivialize everything. Literally. It can trivialize anything. While it can be satisfying to decisively wipe the ground with some of the nastiest foes in P5 Roll, looking at you, Kamishita. I mean, yeah, he is nasty. Yeah. The inclusion of 9 unbeatable DLC Personas doesn't bode well for the upcoming Persona 4 remake or future games in the series. Well, this guy will not be DLC. He will literally be... like, he is Orpheus Telos, and it's Orpheus Telos, right? Yeah. And he is, like, you know, said it now. But, like, he will not be. But I feel like what this means is, oh, I clicked that accidentally. But I feel like what this article is trying to say is that, you know, they can just, you know, here, Orpheus Telos, and here, Izanagi no, oh, not Izanagi no, but Saturnile. Though Saturnile, I think, like, he is powerful in Reload, but he isn't this guy. He is not this guy. Like, this guy is Yoshitsune on crack. Because, like, this is literally Yoshitsune without the count, like, without him being countered by physical. Like, null physical, repel physical, like, physical count. Like, this guy can be countered. And then you have Victory Cry, which is like, you cannot lose HP or SP. Like, every battle, you're just healing it back. Like, he is too broken. And then there's another counterpart, No Pikaro, Izanagi no Okami no Pikaro, which is basically, that's a big name, but basically Joker's version of Izanagi no Okami. So, most powerful ability can make Persona 5 Royal feel pay to win. Not anymore! I get that, but not anymore, because they, like, the PS5 version, the Switch version, and the Xbox version, they have the DLCs on disc. And the PS4 version doesn't have it on disc, but it's free. I mean, in the future, let's just say 25, 30, 40 years later, when the PlayStation 4 stores is just shut down, the servers are down, and you can't buy anything from the store. Yeah, like, basically, you can't get the P5 Royal DLCs if you don't have them. But, like, yeah. Several Personas from P3 and P4 were made available as paid DLCs for P5. Dude, Arena as well. Like, yeah. What was his name? Asterius? That's, like, Labrys's Persona. And, like, there's Izanagi. Oh, not Izanagi, but Orpheus. I think female Orpheus as well. Orpheus Telos. Orpheus no Pikaro. And, like, Athena. I think Athena was the one that's available from Aegis's. And then this had, like, Izanagi no Okami. Yeah. Were made available as paid DLCs for P5. And they did not... I guess at this point, I understand why they didn't do it. They didn't give us Izanagi no Okami or any of the other P4 Personas, right? In Reload. While they gave every Royal Persona to us and 5 Persona to us from the Second Awakening. I think they also gave... They didn't give the Third Awakenings. I gotta go check in DLC. But now that, like, the remake exists, we know. So, were available as play DLC. When P5 Royal was released, even more DLC was added, including Izanagi no Okami. Oh, he was not at... I don't remember if he was in the OG. The ultimate Persona of the P4 protagonist. Players had the option of purchasing the Persona bundle, which included 4 Personas for $9.99, or all of the DLC together for $59. Yeah, this was... like, I'll never justify Reload's pricing, but don't forget, Royal was terrible at like Persona pricing was always terrible when it comes to DLC. It's just now you have something of what, that being episode, I guess. Later versions of Royal came bundled with the DLC. Okay, it's talking about, and the DLC was as a result made free for players who own the base version of Royal on PlayStation 4. Yeah, so you can just download them. It's not, they didn't update and added it. You still need to download it. So yeah. While all DLC personas are fairly powerful, they are available as soon as the player gains access to the Vault Room and start at a high level. Izanagi no Okami quickly gained a reputation as the strongest of them. Its skills and traits include Myriad of Truths, hits all enemies 3 times. Okay, this isn't Yoshitsune, but like the amount of damage he does, and like there's no counter to it. Is it 3 times? I thought it was more. Almighty Boost strengthens almighty attacks by 25%. This is what makes this guy broken. This is basically in P3, PS2 version, when you go back to Tartarus and you get healed. This is like after every fight. Like this is what P4. There's like a exploit. I don't think it's a glitch. It's a feature, exploit, whatever. You can get this early on. Like this is like one of the strongest Persona abilities. Country Maker trait, increase attack and defense based on Persona Compendium completion. Oh, that's what it does. Oh, I think yeah, I might have forgot about it. I, by the way, made him myself. I had him. It's a long story, man. I had him. I tried to do it when I first played Royal. Then obviously, slowly, gradually, I was doing my save file. Then I removed him and stuff like that. Yeah, he is pretty broken. Strength, STR. Like, this isn't that broken, but it's pretty broken, especially since he can, like, this doesn't even matter. He can one-shot any boss, right? Or close to one-shot. Yeah. So, but the thing is, I don't like this argument, though. They're available as soon as the player gains access to the Vault Room and start at a high level. This argument, I understand. This argument, I don't get. Because here's the thing. If I'm paying real money to buy something, I want access to it instantly. Like, I don't care. I hit my mic. I want access to it instantly. That's the thing. Like, that's my major issue with, like, extended releases. P5 to Royal, P4 to Golden. That's my issue with that, which a lot of people don't seem to get. Like, okay. Yeah, episode Aegis is $30. True. And I'm just talking about episode Aegis. They could have charged $60 for that. If they wanted. They could have done that. Or $70 again. Because of what they do, shady practices. Again, episode Aegis pricing is terrible as well. I'm not going to justify that. But when I'm, like, this is my issue with 5 and Royal and 4 to Golden, is that if I'm paying money for Royal content, I want Royal content instantly. And, like, if I'm paying money for a DLC, I want that DLC instantly. Literally. Yeah, you can make the argument maybe, like, you gotta do the tutorial first and the compendium. Yeah, sure. And yeah, I understand. But I want my DLC as soon as possible. As soon as possible. Myriad Truths, which cannot be passed to any other persona, is one of the most powerful attacks in the game. Players can use Persona Fusion to boost his damage. Oh, really? I guess it makes sense because it has a custom animation as well. Player can use Persona Fusion to boost his damage further by adding skills like Almighty Amp, straight Almighty attacks by 50%. Yeah, but like this is like late game. You can't count this. This is literally late game. Magic ability strengthens all magic attacks by 25% and more. This one ability trivializes most early game fight. Dude, it trivializes every fight. What are you on about? It trivializes every fight. Yeah, it doesn't one-shot, but trivializes every fight and remains effective throughout the game. Yeah, it's even useful against the final boss. Almost nothing resists almighty damage, making it easy for Izanagi no Okami to carve a swath of destruction through the entire game. Joker has access to over 200 personas, but with Izanagi no Okami, sometimes feel like all he needs is one. Yeah, true. But like now, Atlus shouldn't repeat this strategy. Okay, let's read this. So there's more. Developer Atlus is infamous for the love of DLC, releasing bundles and bundles for almost every game. In recent years, its DLC strategy has felt increasingly pay to win, with examples including Shin Megami Tensei 5 DLC that boosts the appearance of Mitama enemies, allowing players to more easily earn money, EXP, and glory. Yeah, but like, yeah, I get the argument. But this isn't a multiplayer game. What's the purpose of this? I want to read. Because Persona is pay to win. Yeah, who cares? If you're someone, if I'm like, what? Am I gonna go online, show my Izanagi no Okami, flex my muscles, and be like, I paid for this, and then bully people on Reddit or Twitter? Like, this isn't an online. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have made this video. Maybe. But this isn't an online game. SMT5 is not an online game. Persona 3 Reload is not an online game. Royal is not an online game. Where it's like, bro, I'm going online, and now Izanagi no Okami is just killing everyone. That's not how this works. Radiant Historia Perfect Chronology DLC that allow players to earn more. I have not played Radiant Historia. I have it on 3DS and DS, but I haven't played it. That allow players to earn more in-game money paired with the company's controversial decision to decrease post-battle rewards. This is extra coming. I don't know about this, so this might be a good argument. The decision to release episode, I guess, is highly priced DLC rather than included. Okay, come on. This is true. Highly priced. But come on. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my argument, Murray. Like, Murray is DLC. People say no, I say yes. People have good arguments, but at the same time, I bring up Cyberpunk, which does the same thing. Obviously, different companies, but it's like, if one game can do it, the other games can follow pursuit. They could have charged 60. I might make a short about this. I might make this after this. Like, I'm not gonna justify this price, but they could have easily went with the Royal route, and this is $70. Just saying. Just saying. And they could do the same with FEMC, by the way. I know right now they're like, oh, no FEMC, but they could... Like, I love Atlus. I think a lot of people overblow and hate on Atlus, act like they're, like, the greediest of all. But they're greedy. They are definitely greedy. Why DLC personas need to change? It seems inevitable that the next Persona remake, P4 revival, as well as P6 will have DLC personas given Atlus's tendencies. But the company should avoid making these personas as powerful as Izanagi no Okami. This is the only anomaly. Like, well, here's the thing. Like, the only reason this guy is really powerful for early bosses is he does Almighty. Like, there's some personas that are weak at the start. Yeah, like Orpheus is at lower level, but a lot of personas can just destroy earlier bosses, DLC personas. Like, it's not just this guy. This guy is broken, but like those bosses are piss easy. That the other, like Asterius, I forgot his name, but basically Labrys' persona, Arterius or Asterius, he destroys. Like, the only fight where he can get cooked is he does a fire attack, and one of Madarame's, like, in boss of when you're fighting Madarame's boss, one of it is like it's like multiple elements, and one of them is a fire dude, so you can't attack him. Like, yeah. The likes of Orpheus. Orpheus is not that powerful in Royal, unless I'm missing something. He has Cadenza, which is pretty powerful, but yeah. Thanatos, he is, yeah. Satanal is not the... Oh, reload. I'm dumb. I'm idiot. Reload. And others could be game breaking. Satanal was not... Satanal is powerful, but he's not as broken as this guy. Like in Reload. And the others could be game breaking, but they shouldn't be. In a game about embracing the wildcard power, creating unique persona, builds through fusion and strategically utilizing enemies' weaknesses, there shouldn't be a push this button to win. And it doesn't matter. It's a single player game. Play however you want. Persona. Especially not one that players have to spend extra money to obtain. Then don't. It's not like the games are hard. Like, even Royal is not hard to a point where you have to, like, at this point it's free, but like you have to pay for this guy. Just saying, it's not that hard. And I feel like nobody just, like, there are people that do believe it's, there are people that don't, like, go balls to the walls and play Persona like that much, but it's not that hard. So yeah, bringing back classic Persona from other games is fun and can be done well, but future Persona games see a repeat of the Izanagi no Okami situation. Perhaps Maria Truth should have remained the mysterious cutscene based ultimate power attack. That is true. That was such a, like, tease in P4. Like that was a big L in P4 where they just, what was the move they gave him? I forgot. It's an almighty move. It's just a boom, let's hit. Like, attack that was in this original game rather than something P5 Royal players can use to trivialize even the game's trickiest fights. I do make arguments about why I don't think Royal is the #1 game, but I do say that you can make the argument Royal is the best Persona game or, like, mainline game. For me, it's at number 3. I don't really consider DLCs because it's optional. Like, and it's very, like, specific, right? Like, it's very, it's like, you can literally avoid this, right? Like, there's no reason for you. I mean, I do make the argument for stamps, but you can avoid that too, and I guess baton pass. Not baton pass technically, you can't avoid. But like, I think Persona, like if Persona Reload comes out and we get, like, we're not gonna get Izanagi no Okami, but if we get Satanile and his sinful shell is like, I don't know, doing bare minimum 9,999 damage, I actually don't care. Because it's one of those things where I feel like, yeah, let's see if all the DLC personas use Orpheus and Magasi Izanagi more frequently, but Izanagi, Okami is part of my team for Rio's final boss. He was for me too, but I made him. But I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. I think it's fine if they do this, because at the end of the day, like, it's like when they do, like, this is something I feel like people gotta understand a bit. When they do these DLCs, they're optional. Like, they're very easy to skip. Like, you can skip all the DLC personas. Doesn't matter. You can skip them. Like, episode I guess you can't skip. And that's one of the things that people don't like, is that this thing is bundled. Like, you can't separately buy this. They knew what they were doing. They bundled this with like two worthless, like, I won't say worthless, but like worthless Persona 3 like DLCs. Like, one is episode I guess, and the other was like DLC personas, and what, the other was a music music thing. I don't remember. Oh no! It was the velvet costumes. Pathetic. When like previous Persona games have given it to you for free. Like, yeah, P4 has given it to you free. But tell me in the comments below, do you think they should stop doing overpowered DLC personas? Do you think it's fine? I think it's fine, because it's like, it's an optional thing, and this is a single player game. It's not like I'll go online and be like, haha, Reddit, you can't beat the Kamoshida boss, but I defeated it with my $10 Izanagi no Okami. Like, I don't think that really matters much. But tell me in the comments below my rant. You guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. See you guys next time with another Persona Dragon Ball Fairy Devoted video. Consider subscribing, trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Started there, stop there. 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm looking to stop recording. Bye.